Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. This is why you don't piss people off. Shakur Stevenson. Secret society in full effect. They came out here, man, and put Shakur Stevenson, boy, in a horrible position, didn't they? The man disrespected Top Rank, disrespected the sport of boxing, disrespecting opponents, disrespecting fans, arguing with Cam and Mace, got Jay Prince involved, not listening to goddamn Terrence Crawford, not listening to Andre Ward, out here thinking he's worth more than what he really is. And now he's in a position to where the secret society is tired of hearing him yip and yap and run his goddamn mouth like he's out here like Floyd Mayweather Jr., which he's not. He's like Oscar De La Hoya, which he's not. Shit, so the bottom line is I think they're trying to teach him a lesson. Because Zepeda, look, they didn't have to make him the mandatory to Shakur's WBC. But you got to understand, the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, he's Mexican. He's out of Mexico. Zepeda, a Mexican fighter. And I just think they'd rather have him as a face of boxing at the 135-pound division, repping that WBC strap, than Shakur Stevenson. Because Shakur Stevenson's out here, man, not really listening and respecting anyone, has a bad attitude, the wrong type of language to be using, and just overall making an ass out of himself. And if you have a brand and you want someone to represent your brand, why would you want someone like Shakur Stevenson representing your brand? You go out there on social media and look at the craziest that he's saying, that he's typing. Nobody's got control of this young man. Nobody's talked to this. And if they are, I don't know if he's listening. You can't be out here talking about N-word this, N-word that, B-word this, P-word this, F-U-M-F is this. Like, that's trash. That's trash. And if you choose to do it, be ready for the consequences. And I think what's happening here is just a consequence of his actions. And I think Shakur Stevenson's up shit creek. And I know for a fact Bob Arum had something to do with this. Bob Arum's like, I ain't saving his ass. Bob Arum, look, y'all understand this. Bob Arum been around for a long time. 40 plus years. You think Bob Arum, man, doesn't have strings he can pull? Matter of fact, he may be the puppet master. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum got a lot of pull. If he doesn't want something to happen or his fighter to fight somebody, it doesn't happen. And if he's like, you know what, I ain't dealing with him no more. Y'all want to put Zepeda on his ass, put him on him. And let's shut up this yipping and yapping. Now, for those of you who are saying, well, damn, Hood Champion, man, you coming down hard on Shakur Stevenson. Hey, so what? What are we talking about here? He ain't no goddamn baby. Shakur Stevenson has made a choice to come out here and be very disrespectful to any and everybody who doesn't agree with him or who has something to say, whether it's harsh criticism, constructive criticism, they're trying to mentor and help him, or they're just trying to be an asshole towards him. Doesn't matter. His quotes come out, and he's sensitive. He turns into that kid who lost at the Olympics. Nobody want to hear that shit. But anyway, all that's going to come to an end, because I don't think he beats this guy right here. This is William Zepeda Segura. My man here, 31 wins, 27 KOs, 87% KO ratio, 5'9", 69.5-inch reach. Okay, and we can just look at that and say to ourselves, okay, this guy is arguably the toughest fight. Shakur Stevenson. The toughest fighter Shakur Stevenson has ever fought, right? I think we can all agree on that. But this is the problem here. I'm going to show you the problem. Two problems for Shakur Stevenson, right? There he is. Look at his little haircut. 22 wins, 10 KOs, no losses. KO ratio, 45%. He's 5'8", okay? Now, Zepeda, about the same height. Reach. Zepeda has a little more reach. So Shakur Stevenson's not even going to have a reach advantage, okay? Now, this is the other thing that I want to show you that I think is going to be a huge problem for Shakur Stevenson. Now, William Zepeda, right here. This man threw 618 punches in 5 rounds, averaging 103 punches a round. In the first round, he probably averages between like 70 to 80 punches, because it's more of the feeling out round. But the bottom line is Zepeda, when he comes into a fight, he's looking to throw 103 to 120 punches per round. Now, that's crazy. Now, for those of you saying, well, Hood Champion, what does that matter? Okay, understand. Through 5 rounds, this man throws over 600 punches. Through 5 rounds. Now, you look at Shakur Stevenson. Total punches. This is against Haratunian, 446. This man threw 446 punches over a whole 12-round fight. Zepeda's throwing Zepeda's throwing 618. So you got 618 punches in 5 rounds, right? In 5 rounds. Then you got 446 punches over an entire fight. Over an entire fight. How does Shakur Stevenson keep that man off him? That's my question. Because I tell you what, reality is coming to him real quick. Shakur Stevenson. And from what I've seen with him, I don't think he beats Zepeda. I don't. Look, he's not Floyd Mayweather, people. He's not that slick. He doesn't have that power. He doesn't have that crazy lead left, like Floyd had the lead right hand. He don't have that crazy lead left hand. Shakur Stevenson's naturally right-handed. His power is not in his left hand. What power he does has is in his right hand. Zepeda ain't a guy you're just gonna hit and hurt and think that, you know what I mean, he's gonna get discouraged. He is one of those true throwback Mexican fighters who's coming forward looking for the massive crusher. So we'll see what happens. But I'm telling you what, man, that this may be one of those fight of the year performances from both guys, because we know Zepeda, he got to be licking his chops now. Because really, you look at Shakur Stevenson, what's Shakur going to do when you get a man in there? Non-stop pressure, relentless pressure, non-stop punching. Shakur is going to end up on the ropes. Madueno had him on the ropes. Madueno just couldn't bang like Zepeda. Shakur out there, what's he going to try to do? All he has is his right hand. He just got the right hand. He going to have to try to hit Zepeda with some shit Zepeda don't see. But Shakur is in a bad spot, people. I don't care what no one says. He's in a bad spot, but we're going to see, man. People talking about, oh, Shakir's going to knock him out. How? It's his third weight division. What are you talking about? Shakir's in his third weight division. He's not as effective at 135 as he would have been at 130, maybe 126. People just stop thinking and shit, you know what I'm saying? Got in there, man, went Harringtonian. Harringtonian in the first few rounds had Shakur Stevenson shitting bricks. Even Shakur admitted to that. He was like, yo, what the hell? Well, now he got someone in there who can do what Harringtonian did the first 3 rounds, do that the whole course of the fight. Tell you what, man, he's in bad shape. Goddamn Zepeda was ranked #1 the lightweight contender by all 4 sanctioning bodies. All 4. And just happened to, out of luck in his pursuit of a belt against the 135-pound champion Dennis Baranchek, just happened to somehow get Zepeda. I mean, happened to get Shakur Stevenson. Out of everyone out there, this man could have fought. They put him on Shakur Stevenson. Zepeda's Mexican, Suleiman's Mexican, Shakur is Shakur. And I really think he's turned a lot of people off. Shit, who's he signed with? That's my question. Who's Shakur signed with? Well, he left Bob Rank. He left Bob Arum Top Rank, didn't he? Who's he signed with now? That's all I'm saying. I just want to know who he signed with. And I know Zepeda in his last fight where he fought Giovanni Cabrera, he got him out in the 3rd round. Cabrera looked good in the 1st round, but you just saw that. There's levels to this shit. And Cabrera looked pretty damn good. He even had Freddie Roach in his corner, man. But, I mean, Zepeda's just a different animal. Unless Zepeda come and test positive for something, which is always a possibility. If that's the case, then that's horrible. Just like with Ryan Garcia. I ain't here to get into that shit, but just the bottom line is, if Shakur gets in a fight with this guy and comes to find this guy had something in the system, I mean, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. And I always question when I see somebody be able to punch from the first second of the first round and keep that work rate to the last second of the last round. I always question that. You know, I was always in pretty good shape. Real good shape, man. I never really got tired. But goddamn, to come out and throw 100 punches every single round, that shit ain't, I'm telling you, if you've ever been inside the ring, that shit ain't easy to do. I'm telling you. But it is what it is. But I tell you what, when it comes to Shakur Stevenson and Zepeda, you ain't going to see fans walking out. Fans will probably be up on their feet, and they'll probably be in shock with their mouths agape, seeing Shakur Stevenson get the shit beat out of him, possibly get knocked out, or the referee jumping to stop the fight. I just don't think Shakur's jab alone is going to be able to discourage Zepeda. I don't think so. I don't think he has enough power in that left hand to do anything. But we'll see. We'll see. He ain't gonna shut down Zepeda the way he did Haratunian. I just don't see it, man. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But when I hear these guys like what's his name, man? What's his name? Al Jury and Paulie Malignaggi and all these guys. Look, I like listening to some of the stuff they say, but of course you're not gonna always agree with them. But when they come out here talking about if a guy wants to be a champion, Shakur isn't the guy who's gonna make them a champion. I'm not so sure what they're trying to say there, but if a guy wants to be a champion, Shakir's not the guy to make him a champion. I guess they're saying you're not going to beat him. Let me tell you something. Shakur Stevenson, his back is against the wall. He's pissed off the wrong people. And I'm telling you from experience, being in positions, of course not with boxing related or sports, I know how that shit works. What we call the system. When people are like, yo, the man is trying to get me. I've seen how that shit works. And when you piss off the wrong people, let me tell you, when they don't want your ass somewhere, they will make sure that they find a way to weed you out. And they'll do it, everything being done fair, being done legally, you know what I'm saying? And that you and everyone may know what these guys are doing is wrong, but you can't prove any wrongdoing. Even though you know it's wrong. You can look at it, you can see it, you can see the movements and know that there's some bullshit going on. But you can't prove any wrongdoing. Even though everybody knows it's wrong. And when I watch this shit with Shakur Stevenson, that's what I think is happening. They're just trying to push him up out of the 135-pound division as a champion. They don't want him to have that belt no more. But that's just my opinion. And you may say, man, hood champion, man, here you go again with the conspiracy theories. No, I'm telling you, if you follow my channel, by now you should know when I start talking this shit, most of the time it goes the direction I'm saying. It's because of the years of experience. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen it. Motherfuckers be in certain positions, man, running their goddamn mouth. I'll give you this true story. Everyone knows I was in the military. 25 motherfucking years, right? And we had a guy, right? He was a fucking, he was a captain. He was a section commander. So above him, you have colonels and shit, you know. But anyway, you got some enlisted guys, chiefs and shit, that for the most part, they tell that motherfucker to shut up. You know, you got to shut up. But he was a guy, want to challenge everything. Talk shit about everybody. Everyone's doing this wrong, doing that wrong, bad decisions. The commander this, the chief this, the that, the this. I mean, this motherfucker was horrible. Told to do something, want to sit back and, no, I'm not doing that. That doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. A fucking fool. Be out at functions talking shit to people about the wrong people. People who could affect change in his life. Anyway, man, they got tired of that motherfucker. So what they did, they said, okay, when they had horrible TDYs, stuck his ass on it, right? When they had effed up deployments, stuck his ass on it. Now, they were within their right. Now, were they fucking with him? Yeah. Yeah, they were messing with him. But it was wrong, but they could not prove wrongdoing because they were doing things within their control and power, and it was legal. That mug became so goddamn miserable. Then, eventually, he got frustrated. And he wanted to have a conversation. Because he was stupid. He didn't know how to shut up. Well, I feel this and I feel that and these TDYs and these deployments. And why am I being singled out? They're like, hey, you know, why are you so emotional? And hey, look, we need you here. And we recognize your strengths and your expertise in these areas. That's why you were hand chosen. You are top pick. He wasn't stupid. But anyway, he started to really carry on. So they were like, okay, this guy, you're obviously too emotional for that position to be leading people as a section commander. Dave got his ass up out of there, put him over there in the goddamn commander support staff section. had that motherfucker over evaluations. Stupid ass. Then in his evaluation came up, it marked his ass down. He ended up, having a permanent change of station to another location. He stayed in, but while he was there, they got his ass up out of his position. It made him miserable, and they affected his career by fucking up his OPR. Now, I don't know if he stayed in or not. I just know what happened to him. And I remember when he left, in the meeting, everybody sat around and started clapping. And I thought that was fucked up. But I just sat back laughing because I was like, he was an idiot. He was an idiot. But I was like, damn, he fucked around with the secret society. So when I see this shit like Shakur Stevenson and the stuff he's been doing and saying and just talking shit about everybody, and it's like he reminds me of that guy. And what's happening now reminds me of that situation. Like, oh, they about to get him up out of there. Ran your mouth too much. Challenged the system too much. Disrespect. You're disrespecting promoters, boxers, the goddamn fans. You're disrespecting everybody. Your grandfather in your corner trying to talk to you. You over talking the man? Yeah, they don't want you out there. They want you out of there. You see his tweets. His tweets are the worst. He ain't no fucking young. He ain't 18, 16, 17, 15 where you can pull him aside and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? No, he's a grown man. He got a kid. And this is how he want to conduct himself? Now, he's a grown man. And I see him as that. And he needs to be treated as that. So now he got to get in there and get on his grown man business and try to survive against this guy, Zepeda, who's coming to kill him and get him up out of that position. And it's all been earned. And if y'all ain't ever walked in my shoes and y'all ain't been in the military, you won't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. This shit don't have nothing to do with race. So don't start talking that stupid shit. This has everything to do with attitude. Fucked up attitude. And now they done sit there and put a goddamn lion on him. A goddamn Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know what I'm saying? He up shit creek. But anyway, maybe he's got that paddle. But he's gonna need more than that that paddle of a right hand. He's gonna need a left hand. He's gonna need 4 or 5 different things to bring into that ring to try to beat this guy Zepeda. Because Zepeda ain't gonna quit. And Shakur, he's not knocking him out. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, right? I hope they make this fight. Because if Shakur gets past Zepeda, then Shakur is no doubt the truth. I just don't think he gets past him. What is Shakur going to do against a guy who throws over 100 punches around? First round, second round, third round, maybe he puts the jab out there, causes Zepeda to throw maybe 50, 60. But at some point, Zepeda going to get in his rhythm. And a fight's going to break out in there. And Shakur Stevenson, I have a feeling he's going to sit there and stand and try to fight fire with fire. I just have a feeling he's going to do that. And I think it's going to be all downhill. Just like Devin Haney went through that shit, my power, my this, my that, I got power, and chose to fight the wrong fight against, Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia had whatever with the Austrian. Fought the wrong fight, bottom line. Shakur Stevenson going to fuck around, watch. You're going to fight the wrong fight. And Zepeda going to put the bing-bings on him. You just watch. But if Shakur can get him out of there, then damn, good job to Shakur Stevenson. I have no problem saying I'm wrong, but I don't think so. But let's see. Right? In the breeze.